Hey there. You can be commenting for me. Hey everyone. This is day 2 of our 30-day challenge. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see who's gonna join, and then we're gonna get started. Um, so hang tight while we do that. Okay? All right. We're gonna wait about 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna get started. And of course, I have my notes because it helps me stay focused and day 2. So um I am definitely determined to do this challenge with you, and I'm excited to do this challenge with you because it's also helping me while it's also helping you. So that's great. Okay, we're gonna wait a few minutes. How's everybody doing this day? It's day 2 of our 30-day challenge, Monday through Friday. On the weekends, the way it works is on the weekends, I have you reflect on what you've learned during the week and get clear on what you need to do. Hi, Dave. Doe. We'll be getting started in a minute. It's a 30-day challenge where we help you get clear on who you are. Because a lot of times, what I've noticed is that when you are honestly open up your business or even through life, a lot of times people say, I don't even know what am I supposed to be doing right now. I have no idea. So I'll help you get clear on that, okay, as we go through this 30-day challenge. Um, Dave, where are you coming from? Where are you calling from? Or where I'm not calling from. Where are you from? Let me know. And were you here yesterday? Were you here yesterday? Hi, Renaya. I was trying to see if I can get on Facebook also. So let's see here. We're gonna see. And if you hear music in the background from time to time, just remember I don't own any rights to these songs if I decide to go there. Okay. All right. So let's get to it. Day 2. Day 2. Again, like I said before, I have my notes because it helps me stay on track, and nothing is wrong with that. Okay. Day 2 is called I Am Capable. Now, does anybody in the comments, if you want to write what we talked about yesterday? We said an opening prayer yesterday. And then what was yesterday's I am declaration? What was it? What was it? I am what? I am. Okay. So, in case you missed it, yesterday we talked about I am chosen. And then I would like to also say, very good, very good, very good. I am chosen. And then what I want you to take from that too, as well, is what you're not. Because a lot of times you can say, I am chosen, and you can say, I am not rejected. I am not overlooked. You can just do the opposite of that because sometimes it'll play with your mind if you don't really believe yet that you are actually chosen. And like I said yesterday, is that if you're here on earth, Let's get that clear. You are chosen. Okay, so let's keep it pushing today. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Where are you from? Okay, I see you. All right. Let's get to it. Today's I am is, and this is also this the goal of this is to help your mindset, help your mind change from doubt, fear, all those negative emotions to being positive and understanding who you really are. So we just breaking it down, little bite size. Okay. So today is I am capable. And if you look at the word capable, CAPABLE, inside that word is able. So you're able. That means you're able to do things. So capable, let's take you are able. All right. And the scripture we're using today is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that should give you some assurance because honestly, it's not you really doing it, right? I mean, you're the body and everything else, but God was the one who created you. So you're actually a walking epistle. You're the person walking it out. So God, of course, God needs your hands, He needs your feet, He needs your voice, He needs you in order to be able to walk the thing out. So I am capable. Okay, so let's just take a deep breath together and say, I am capable. I got this. I am capable. Right? All right. So most of us don't struggle from not being smart enough. A lot of us struggle from just not having that faith in ourselves or belief in ourselves. We're struggling with a loud voice of comparison, especially because of, I believe, because of social media. It's made it even worse. Because when I was growing up, we didn't have social media. We didn't even know what that was. But we had a different type of media, I would say. We had the advertisement with the magazines. So we would look in the magazines and see, oh, wait a minute, her hair looks cuter than mine, or she looks better than me, or whatever. So there was still some, I would say, insecurity around whether you were capable or not. But because of social media, it's made it even, it's magnified the amount of, I would say, self doubt, or for some people, right? Because again, like I said, in social media, you're seeing like the highlights of everybody's life usually, and so that gives you some people some complexes about. Am I able to do this? Am I capable of doing this? So right now we're going to just draw a line in the sand, right? It's just especially for nurses or I'll say forever learners. You don't need another certification. You don't need another license. You don't need another letter behind your name to still be capable slash able. Okay. Remember, your identity has already been developed from the day that you were born. And like I talked about yesterday, your capabilities comes from what you've been chosen to do. So, for instance, again, I use a simple example. My daughter is good at decorating almost anything. And then actually, that's like a thing in my family. I mean, they can just make anything look like beautiful beautiful things. But that's a capability that that person possesses. So you being chosen, you have to always be in your lane because every lane is not your lane. And I think sometimes that could be a reason why some people don't feel capable because they're not in their chosen lane. Now, if you suffer from that, don't forget to click somewhere later on in my bio about it's like a power hour with me where I actually can show you, I help direct you your path of what you have been called to do. Okay, and then we can that way you can get clear about what you are capable of doing. Okay, first of all, you know you can do all things through Christ, but let's just get that clear. Um, all things that you've been called to do, if I could put that in there, because if you know that you're not a bodybuilder, for instance, you can't lift up all those heavy weights. Now you can practice. So I just want to be clear because sometimes you think, oh, I can do everything. But no, you can do whatever you've been gifted to do. Because some people are not gifted at everything. For instance, I use the example of the singer. Some people, can sing really well, and some people can't, or they're not even interested in singing. So just always stick to what you are capable slash able to do. And just let's break this down even more, because you don't have to have it all together in order to realize what you're capable of doing. So we think about in the Bible when it says Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let's remember where Paul was. Paul was the writer of that book, and he wasn't even in a palace. He was actually in a prison. Can you imagine your mind being actually closed down in a prison? But he still had that belief in himself that he's capable. So the point is, no matter where you are in life, where you're in the ups, the downs, the middles, don't let anything, any situation change your mindset about what you are capable of doing. You just have to remember who you are so that it can remind you, wait a minute, I can do this. All right, so let's think about a real life example. This is just an example. A nurse who says, I'll launch my business when I'm more prepared. Let me just tell you, you will never be more prepared to do anything. You can try to get your, let's say, for lack of better words, your ducks in a row, but it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. Um, I even use myself as an example. Basically, with me, it's not perfect, but I decided to make a decision and really understand that I am capable. I can do this. I have a voice. I can speak, I can teach, right? So I can do this, but it's not perfect. But I'm still doing it because I know that I am capable of doing this. Okay. Let's see if we have any questions in the chat. I am capable. I am capable. You hear me? I am. And I'm talking about you. That's what you're going to be telling yourself, not me. I am capable too, right? But I'm telling you to repeat this to yourself. I am capable. And guess what? Like I said before, you don't have to be perfect, right? You just keep practicing, right? Until you have perfected your craft, whatever that may be. Okay, but you can launch scared. You can launch not having it all together. You can fail forward. You can, right? As you start to walk into your purpose of being capable of whatever God has chosen you to do in this earth realm, you can walk it out. And guess what? As you're walking along the way and searching and seeking knowledge, somebody is going to be down on that path that's going to be able to help you. And a lot of people, they're there, they want to help you. They want to help you, but you have to believe in yourself and know, number one, know what you're capable of doing, and then believe in yourself to the point where you ask questions and people are there to help you. Okay, let's talk about let's look at like Moses and his mouth. Now Moses, number one, he was a stutterer. He was a stutterer. He could hardly talk. He could hardly talk. But guess what? He said in Exodus 4, I'm not eloquent. I am slow of speech and tongue. In other words, he had some speech problems, some speech deficits. Um, but God reminded him who he was. He said, okay, you're not that, but you're going to go and tell those Pharaoh to let my people go. Right. And he did it boldly because he realized that he could do all things through Christ that strengthens him. Okay. Remember, being capable or even having that decision of being capable, right? Because we are capable of doing multiple things. Some of us, we have multiple hats. You just need to get clear on what you're capable of doing. And then it's a decision. With life, there's a decision. There's people who are excellent multiple things, but they never decide to work that. So if you don't work it, you would never know how good you are at something, right? So, and that's because you haven't realized that you are capable of doing it and you haven't um, believed enough yet, right? But it's a journey, so you'll get there. Um, Remember, a real confidence isn't being cocky. It's quiet obedience. It's showing up even when you feel underqualified. Underqualified, right? You may not feel like you have it all together. It's submitting the proposal. It's just doing the action. It's raising your price if you're offering a service before you see the applause. If you're a nurse or you're in the healthcare field and you know you work those 12-hour shifts, deathbeds, you've been disrespected, the toxic environments, delayed dreams and aspirations, and you're still here, then you are capable. Okay. You are capable. Trust and believe you are capable. All right. So right now, if you have your journals, if you don't have your journals, like I said yesterday, email hello@learnwithdrjean.com and we'll make sure you get your journal because I want you to follow along as we're talking about today's affirmation, which is to help your mind shift. Is I am capable. I am capable. Hi, Fit with Flare headbands. How are you? How are you? I am capable. All right. So I want you to write three things, three moments in your life where you've had to either overcome fear, doubt, or difficulty, and how you were able to do it. How you were able to do it. So if you were able to do it, that means that you are capable. You have it. Okay. So here are some examples. I went back to school with three kids and still graduated. You're capable. I advocated for myself after being overlooked for promotion. I took the leap and I enrolled in a coaching program when I felt unsure. These are receipts you've already done what fear told you that you couldn't. So I just want you to not let fear get you in a chokehold where you're not capable. I can't do it. I don't know. You are. You are more powerful than you know. All right. So what I want you to do, if you're a CEO or looking to be a CEO, or if you're on social media, come on, post something about your business. Post something about what you do, what you're good at. All right. Pitch whatever you're good at. If you need to raise your rate, if you need to hire someone, book a branding shoot, anything that's going to help you realize how capable you are, I'm challenging you today to go ahead and do that. I am capable. I am capable. All right. You have to silence the inner critic. The inner critic is always talking. And I think I was listening to some podcast or some post where even no matter how successful you are financially, you still struggle with, am I capable? Am I able to do this? But I hope today has helped set you free from what you believe that you're not capable of doing. Because again, if you're here, you are capable. What you have to do though, you have to find out what you are good at. Everybody is not good at everything. Now, some people are good at they have multiple talents, right? They can sing, they can teach, they can do multiple things, right? But maybe you're not. But that's okay because no matter where you are, you have capabilities, you're able to do things, you're able to make a change in somebody else's life. So again, like I encouraged you yesterday to do, talk to people you can trust and ask them, hey, what am I good at? What do you think? What do you think I'm good at? And then see what they say. And make sure again it's somebody that loves you and someone that you can trust to tell you the truth. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? We get down to the end. Any questions? Okay. So I'm going to give you a great reminder. Basically, what I want you to do is I want you to go onto our hello at learnwithdrjean.com, HELLO at LEARNWITHDRJEAN.com if you have not gotten the workbook yet. And we'll be happy. It's a free workbook, and we'll be happy to give it to you. So go out there today and basically and kill it. Kill those negative, toxic thoughts. Anybody who says you're not worthy, you're not capable of doing certain things, squash that. Again, like I said, get around people who really care about you to make sure that they're telling you the truth, right? Because you want to be walking in truth. And when somebody's telling you the truth because it should resonate with you. And I believe you can tell, like they say, you can tell your truth and make sure it's seasoned with grace, right? Because it's truth. You can tell the truth, but sometimes, I mean, it's how you deliver it, and sometimes it's hard for people to be able to accept the truth. Hi, pretty Meebe. Hey, how are you? How are you? We're talking today about we're doing a 30-day challenge, again, as a reminder, Monday through Friday, about basically a mindset shift. Basically, that's it. Especially if you want to do great things in the world and you feel like you've called for more, then the first thing we have to do is change your mind in a positive way. because we've been inundated with stuff all, oh my gosh, from all different type of avenues. So I want to try to build your faith up in yourself, so that you can realize that you are. Today is our theme of I am capable. Any questions anywhere? Any questions? Again, if you need to get clarity on what you're capable of doing, let's talk. Let's talk. I'll give you my honest professional assessment. It's called the Hour of Power Assessment. Just email hello@learnwithdrjean.com, and we'll send you a link. And sometimes it may be, depending on where you see me, there may be a link in the bio. If not, hello@learnwithdrjean.com, and say, hey, I'm ready. I am capable, and I'm ready to move forward, and I'll be happy to kind of direct you. Okay, and I'll tell you the truth in love. All right. So let's close out in the prayer. If there's no questions, all minds, hearts clear. Okay. All right. Father, thank you for reminding me that I'm not what they said. I'm what you spoke. Silence every voice that tries to tell me I'm not enough, that I'm not capable. Today I declare that I am capable, not because of my credentials, not because of all the letters behind my name, but because of you. Give me the courage to move. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I'll see you next time on day 3 of our challenge. Remember, yesterday was I am chosen. Today is I am capable. Can't wait to see you next time. Love you for real. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. See you next time. For I am. Ooh, what will be next? What will be next?